Oh, how's it going, ladies and germs? It's me, your host, Bobby Benedict. Hey, thanks for still being here. I know it's been a second since we've had anything out. In fact, it's been over a year and a half. So please enjoy this sneaky restart of the podcast. More to come soon, if only because everything has changed. And hey, if that didn't make it more interesting, I don't know what else will, because when I stopped doing this podcast, no, you know what? Hold on. Let me back up. Let me back up to when I first started feeling that this show was an obligation that I had to do. It started to get a little phoned in, started to be real low energy, started to be a lot less fun. So I just decided, hey, I'm going to unceremoniously just let this thing slide, even though I've spent so long trying to keep it consistent through so much embarrassing shit in my life. But this time around, it fell off, just because sometimes things fall off, especially after damn near 5 years. But, after the time off, I think it's time to check in. How are you guys doing? You doing all right? You'll hear more about how me and other Petri dish and or post-nuclear Reno favorites have been, if they're still alive, which we also go over. So thanks for checking back in, guys. Keep an eye out on the feed, on Facebook, anywhere. I'll be putting out more Petri dish stuff. It'll be getting better here, too. So here's me talking with good old Jonathan Allgood. Thanks, guys. I'll put the theme song in here just for old time's sake. The Petri dish, the Petri dish, the Petri dish. This is the Petri dish, the Petri dish, the Petri dish.
I bought a bunch of Swiss cake rolls the other day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
From where?
The internet. Jeff Bezos.
That's, I've been there.
Okay. Yeah.
I cannot say that I am any different.
Okay.
That's the big question is, how many Swiss cake rolls did you buy?
36.
You bought a month's supply of Swiss cake rolls?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I was on Amazon. My sister told me that she only likes the cookie part of the Oreo. She doesn't want the cream part. So for Christmas, I bought a restaurant box size box from Amazon of only the wafers of Oreos. I didn't realize though it was a restaurant size, like, industrial box, and it was full of the 4-inch ice cream cookie size Oreo wafers.
Oh.
So we just had a fuckload of, like, big Oreo wafers laying around for like 2 years before I just got sick of them and threw them out.
That's fair. Yeah.
All right, it looks like we are live and going. I just threw us up on Twitch. It's just me talking to a camera. Got your vocals all set up and in there, looks like.
Okay.
So hopefully it sounds all right for everybody.
Yeah. Nice.
All right.
Do you just want to start in on the quiz?
Yeah, you know what? I wanna see. Let's test your memory, Jonathan.
Okay. This is not gonna go well.
That's exactly why we do it. If you'd like, if you'd like to give the people of a rundown on why quizzing you is mean, please feel free.
It's not mean. It's just my brain is broke. It doesn't work good. And And who knows? I fell out of a window one night, and I don't know why or how, but I bing-bonged my head, and now it's iffy. It's like, yeah.
It's like when you have an old garage door opener for your house, and you gotta kind of shake it to get that loose wire to connect every once in a while.
Yeah. That's totally fair.
Now,
so let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, not to reveal too much too quick, but would you say that it is also possible that could just be some residual electrical shocks in your brain? Like maybe you have a superpower now where like electricity got caught in your brain and then you bonked it and it got caught in there and now you're like static shock.
That would be super cool. But I don't think that's how superheroes get their powers.
You're right. The real way is being rich.
Yeah.
All right. I was looking back at the old Petri dish / post-nuclear Reno archives, and I'm wondering. I like to pose this question to people just to see, like, how long they thought my podcast was like going. Just because it's kind of fun. It was going for way longer than I remember. Do you remember the first episode that you were on for that show?
It was at your old apartment.
Yes.
And I think Austin was there too.
Yeah, you got it.
We were talking about. Okay, and Sam and Adam Terry had been on prior to us.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right.
That's
go memory go.
Yeah, you're doing good. Let's see.
Yeah.
You know what? It was you and Austin on that first episode you were on, but the one before that was Alex Fissel doing a weird character.
Oh.
But hey, you know, you guessed what I figured would also be the right answer before I looked it up, so I'll give you points for that.
Okay, all right, I'll take it.
Honestly, I don't remember much of the contents of that show, but it does look like in the notes that I wrote down we talked about Toby Keith ranch dressing in sweets, which is very on brand for you. And the linguistic properties of accents as well as guns. So I think we had you on and immediately covered the gamut.
Okay, yeah. Nice.
And I could have sworn that you showed up later than you actually did, because I still kind of remember the first time I saw you at like Beck's and stuff and actually started hanging out with you. And I could have sworn that was like in 2017. But you're first on the podcast like right away in January of 2017, so we must have met in 2016.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How is so much time passed?
I have no idea. The past couple years have been bullshit.
Yeah.
Just straight bullshit. And that makes sense. But before that, it doesn't make sense at all.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Let's see. I had you on that episode in January of 2017, and then it looks like not again until I'm still scrolling. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh boy. Because I had you on episode 11 actually.
Okay.
Which is insane to me, because I thought it would have been, like... I mean, it's weird to me because I didn't realize we made it to like almost 200 episodes. And my most vivid memories are from like the first 50. So, there we go.
Okay.
Specifically number 38. episode Todo Bueno.
Yeah.
That one, I think
yeah.
that was the official, like, okay, I'm going to have you on a bunch more episode.
Okay. Yeah.
And then it was a bunch of the episodes that we recorded. Okay, let me see this timeline, because there was a good amount of episodes I had to record at my mom's house, because I lived there for like 6 months.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
Because
I was thinking of I need some free casino liquor.
Yes, for those who have never been to my mom's house, which is honestly less people than I expected. I had a lot of people over at that house during the time I lived there. There is 4 completely full, like, wine racks of free wine. Now, currently, surrounded by more wine, because they don't stop going to the casinos to get more free booze. And then a liquor shelf full of free hard liquor with another closed cabinet shelf underneath packed to the gills with even more of the same liquor, because again, they get doubles because each of them get a free bottle of liquor, and they don't drink when they're at home.
Right.
So I think we would just podcast and crack open a bottle.
Yeah.
Or just mix stuff.
There was some Jaeger or something involved one time.
Yeah, we definitely got some Jaeger.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm starting to remember, because I had you on right when I quit my job in 2017, which mirrors kind of exactly right now. I just quit my job that I got during the recording of these podcasts. I had you on to talk about all the kung fu movies I was watching, having recently been unemployed. And I believe we talk about corn syrup tampons at some point, because that's the name of the episode.
Oh.
That was another classic you and Austin episode.
Okay. Well, that holds up.
That one definitely holds up. Okay. And then, of course, we had, before the corn syrup tampon was, hold on, they're trying to call me. There we go. Yeah, a scammer tried to call me, and then I hung up on you instead accidentally.
Oh, okay. Oops.
So what I was going to say is, before the corn syrup tampon episode you were in, 2 before that, episode 45 was the original Alfredo soup episode.
Okay, alright. Alfredo soup would be good. I stand by that.
You know, you have, over the last, so that's 2017, 18, 19, 20, over the last 5 years, you may have convinced me now.
Okay, yeah.
I have changed things. The world has changed, honestly, and now my heart is now open to Alfredo soup.
Yeah. I don't know what it would entail, but I think it would be good.
Yeah, just some chunks of chicken in there, like chicken, bacon, Alfredo soup.
Yeah.
Shit would be bomb.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Maybe some scallions on top to class it up, you know?
Yeah. Now, and we would 100% have to be in a bread bowl. I mean...
Yeah. Of course.
If there's no carbs to that one, that's a huge mistake to not carb up an Alfredo soup.
Yeah, it is. You want a rib-sticking Alfredo soup. That's what you want.
All right. Now, the second thing that I want to ask you about yonder old podcast is you were all the way back, starting on episode number 11. What number episode do you think was the last episode you were on?
Like, maybe 130. And that's only because I know it goes to 200.
All right, let's see. Wow. Okay.
Did I get it right?
I've definitely got you definitively at number 89. Let's get into the hundreds.
Okay.
And 91, yep, you were in that one. That one was a very offensive episode. Hell yeah. I just saw it. I just said Roll Tide, but Tide was spelled like apartheid. So I think we definitely got into some shit that episode.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we did. Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I'm in the episode hundreds.
Okay.
I don't know if I see you in there anymore.
All right. Well.
No, that's about right. Yeah, 2019. You were gone in 2019, so we had you till almost episode 100.
Okay. So 130 was way too optimistic.
Not bad though. From episode 11 to you were a regular through 80 episodes. That's not bad.
Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah, you're right.
And hey, now we're starting to back up, so your numbers are only growing.
That's true. Yeah.
So good job, I guess.
Thanks. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about our day. How was your day, Jonathan? You do some Meals on Wheels and stuff?
Yeah, I did some Meals on Wheels, and that was good. And I tried to joke about that, like there was a school kid class that showed up, and I was like, "This is where you can do your community service." How was your day?
Oh, kind of boring.
Fair enough.
That's a lie. I tried to go to that casino last night. The new casino opened up in Sparks, Legends Bay.
Okay. How did that go?
So we get there, and they have the valet parking and all the good shit like blocked off with cones, so we can't get up to it. So I immediately know it's going to be a nightmare, so I just went and parked all the way around the mall at Lowe's and just walked through.
Okay.
But then the worst part was when we finally got there, everything was not open yet. They didn't open until 8 p.m. We got there like 7:45, and there was a line from the front all the way around the building, and then now all the way around the IMAX theater over there. So it was like 2 blocks of line outside this casino.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I didn't think it was going to be that big a thing. But then, I was like, okay, they're technically not open yet. I get it. We're going to have to wait no matter what. So I was like, okay, we'll wait in line. 8 o'clock comes around. If it's not moving, we'll bail.
Yeah.
8 o'clock happens. The line starts moving. We're like, fuck yeah. It doesn't ever stop. We're just moseying along at a nice little pace. Right when we get to the door, they cut us off because it's at capacity.
Jesus. Thank you.
And I was like, all right. I actively see like uppity old white people leaving, so I'm like, maybe it'll clear out. Like maybe enough of those white people will be like, I'm not being serviced, and then like just bail. So
yeah.
We give it like 10 minutes. Security's giving us the same line of like, oh, we have to take a head count, and then if it's all good, we'll let you inside. I know what that means.
Yeah.
So we wait like 5 minutes, and then I look through the door as someone's coming through it, because, casino windows are always tinted super black from the outside.
Right.
So it wasn't until I see both the doors open that I see inside, and when I gamble, I like to have the rewards card for a place, because that's the only good thing about casinos is they'll give you comps for, the amount of money you're going to inevitably lose. But
yeah.
So we're in line outside, not even able to get into the casino yet. And I look in those doors, and the line just for the rewards card is wrapped around the entirety of the inside of the casino.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, okay, either we can wait in this line long enough to then go wait in that other line to then not even get a fucking seat at any of the machines because we're dead last in being able to pick one. So we just straight up bailed. I saw inside, I looked at Alicia, and I was like, yo, second line inside, let's just bail. And she was like, cool. When I saw the parking lot, I already wanted to bail. So we just left and didn't even make it in last night.
Oh, well.
Yeah, but that, that brings me to this morning where we woke up extra early and we thought, let's get to the fucking casino. So, the main reason I didn't do this podcast earlier is because we went to the casino this morning rather than last night.
That's fine. That's awesome.
And it was a pretty alright casino. I'm waiting for the cool, like comp and giveaway days to really see how they do it. And plus, they just opened. They don't know what their vibe is yet, so I'm gonna give it time. But now I got a cool little neighborhood casino.
Yeah.
It's even got tables, which is, that means it's not gonna be a fucking Dottie's, so I'm happy.
Do they have, like, poker tables?
I don't know if they're going to have a poker room. I thought I saw something, but I didn't see one. But they do have, like, 3-card poker at the tables, blackjack, craps, roulette, the standards. It's pretty good. It's a good time. Oh, yeah. Oh, what did suck is they have a bunch of food trucks instead of, like, a proper food area. And because of that, none of the food trucks are open because we were there at fucking 10 a.m. So the food trucks aren't really going to be serving breakfast.
Are those casino-based food trucks?
Yeah, so what they did, they built like a fancy, like tile floor diner area, and then they just parked like really tiny trucks inside there, and then I think just like regular employees operate them as if they were like solo food trucks. I haven't ever seen these food trucks before, so it's like it's a little bit of a sham, but it's like a fun themed sham. Plus, because the food trucks were closed, we had to go to their little grill that was open, and it wasn't my favorite, gotta say. I'm not gonna shit on it yet. It was their first morning existing. But immediately not impressed. I'll wait for the food trucks to see how those are. But the thing I'm most excited for is that little food truck area has a flatbed truck parked in there too for bands to play on.
Oh. That's dope.
Yeah, like bands can play on a stage at a little food truck indoor thing at the casino. So, like, I was spending a good chunk of time just trying to see if I could give somebody a business card, but nothing yet. But if I'm going to set my eyes on anything, I was like, yo, that's my exact vibe. Hanging out at a casino on the back of a truck bed? Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I didn't really win any money. Only I lost like $150, and I was like, hey, still unemployed. I better get the fuck out of here. We'll get him. We'll get him again.
Yeah, that's totally reasonable.
I'll live to die another day.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else has been going on?
Well, you sent me a text that was like, you spent all day in the studio. So what was that about?
That's true. Got a little Sad Giants action going.
Okay.
I've spent basically most of the pandemic just locked in my office using my former podcast equipment as now home recording equipment, which, hey, it's all the same shit,
Nice.
So I just been trying to get some good songs together. I finally got like 13 of them that I'm proud of, and I met with my producer Colin. He's the guy that's worked on all the Sad Giant stuff that's out so far, and he agrees that we have an album, and it's time to fucking get to work. I've got them all demoed out.
Okay.
And now we're ready to hit the ground running on actually recording those songs. So I'm fucking excited because
That's awesome. Yeah.
I haven't released an official full record of my music ever, really. So it'll be fucking big.
Okay. Cool.
And
I'm stoked.
no official
That's
announcements
dope.
yet, but I'm also hoping to go on tour at the beginning of November. Hopefully
Okay.
on these songs that we're recording, but it might not be out by then, so I'm not holding my breath. But I'll definitely have a
Okay.
single or something out for people to
Yeah.
hear and come sing at me if anyone is so
Cool.
inclined. And I'll be all over the Midwest and part of the East Coast. But I think I'm only going as far as Ohio before we're going back to the Midwest. So unfortunately, not quite stretching out to your neck of the woods yet.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, well, let me know where you're at in Ohio, because I do have a friend who has ties to Dayton, Ohio, and
Sweet.
you know, if you come close enough, maybe I can take the Amtrak.
That would be cool. Make a little trip out of it. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
plus the East Coast, everything's fucking connected, so that actually should be
Right.
should be pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, Ohio's probably pretty connected to the rest of it.
Yeah, it is right in the heartland.
Yeah. Yep. What part of Ohio are y'all going to?
I think right now the only thing we have booked is Springfield.
Okay. I don't know anything about that.
Me neither. I don't know shit about Ohio.
Okay. What I know about Ohio is that the original Bob Evans is in Rio Grande, Ohio. and that's and I feel like that's significant. That's what I know about Ohio.
Please tell me you know the establishment year of the original Bob Evans.
I don't know.
That's all right. You had the location, and that's already impressive enough.
Yeah. It's really pretty, though. They have, like, a farm with a windmill set up there to, like, show off Bob Evans, I guess.
Hell yeah.
And, yeah.
You know what I'm still waiting to do? It's like, but this is my stupidest bucket list item, but I've always wanted to put a tour together to the Blue McDonald's down in Arizona.
Oh.
There's
I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
There's a Blue McDonald's?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know that every McDonald's has to have the golden arches and shit, you know, like that's their logo and everything. But there was a subdivision in Arizona that said you absolutely cannot build a McDonald's here because your yellow arches will clash with the color pattern that every other business in this area has agreed to do, because like they had a whole city thing about like city ordinance, everyone uses this color blue. So that McDonald's said, well, we want to be here. It's prime real estate, so it's all like that blue from that city. So it's just a big blue McDonald's with a blue M on it, and it's dumb as fuck, and I want to go see it.
I totally get that.
Yeah,
that's great.
It's really like I don't have a dog in either fight, but it's funny to watch like a HOA of Karens fucking force $1 billion corporation to change their marketing for them.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome.
I'm loving it.
Yeah. You're not the only one who's loving it. I'll tell you that.
Speaking of the McDonald's theme song, did you know that shit was written by like Jason Derulo or something?
No, I didn't.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That one's like written by it's written by like a team of people that are all like platinum artists.
Oh, wow.
Shit's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. What? I took a nap after I got back from Meals on Wheels.
Good.
And I uploaded some more jokes before I took a nap. Yeah. So there's 4 jokes that I uploaded today.
I'll have to go in there and check them out.
Yeah, and basically I'm just trying to upload all of my jokes. Me saying so. And then anybody's free to do, as big of a dive as they want.
I think that you're going to become, like a hidden gem of the internet. Like something's going to click eventually, where someone's going to be like, "Did you know that there's this weird guy that just uploads like 5 jokes a day from his laptop, and then there's nothing else. Like he doesn't post to social media much. That's his outlet."
Yeah, that's totally me. That's totally me.
I am warming up more and more to the idea of waiting for the world to catch up to your vibe, because I'll be damned if anything in the world is gonna... If I'm gonna go chasing after any of this shit. Like, people can come hang if they want. I'm not gonna go making any waves. That shit's just bad for you.
It is. It's so bad for you. I think that's part of what screwed me up in Reno before I left. Was I was chasing something that wasn't even there.
That'll happen, like we get grand ideas in our head of what things could be or what should be, and then we don't stop chasing that white whale.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, that's like Moby Dick.
Metaphors.
Yeah, metaphors.
All right.
That's dope.
Now, I want to know the science behind this. They say if you get a concussion, you shouldn't go to sleep.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I trust Kyle Kinane. He says that that's not real.
Good, because I was going to say, what if you have like a permanent traumatic brain injury?
Yeah.
When are you allowed to sleep it off?
Right. I was asleep technically for like 5 days after my...
Jonathan, I hate to break it to you, that's a coma.
Yeah. Yeah, but technically you're asleep. But I was sort of in a coma.
Yeah, you were asleep. Everyone else was going, "Oh fuck, he's asleep."
Right.
It's sleeping implies waking up, so we were all very hopeful.
Okay. Well.
It was really... Here's why it was interesting to me. Because your injury happened in like October, November of 2021 and end of 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to remember. This year's been so fucking long.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was last year, and so I remember it specifically because you were the only friend I've had that I've been able to root for in a hospital.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Everyone else has just been spontaneously dying.
Oh, gosh.
And I don't know how else to phrase it. But like, August, Nick died, and it was like car crash, he was dead on the scene. We couldn't, there was nothing we could do.
No.
And then my buddy Cliff, who was a regular at my mic, like, his fucking heart just gave out, So, like, I got a call from his wife being like, "Yep, no more." And I was like, "Oh, shit." So, like, When Austin told me about you, I was like, oh, thank God. You know, like, I'm not a religious person, but I finally get to, like, at least half pray about this one.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Also interesting in that I was already hyper fixated with not only death, but rest in peace to good old Trevor Moore from The Whitest Kids You Know. Also, literally fell out of a window around that, or like fell off of a second story of a house and died that same way.
Is that what happened to him?
Yes, he was on the second story of his house. I'm pretty sure the story is he kind of liked to jump from his second story balcony onto the first. If he was like having a porch smoke and accidentally locked himself out, he would just hop it. And I think it just went wrong one morning.
Okay.
But
well, that sucks.
Yeah, so like, I can't tell you how relieved I am you made it, if only because so many clouds were already hanging over everything that I was like, this is the one thing that we can still have, and I like it. Come on, let's do it.
Fair enough. That means I've got to work extra hard to make everybody regret you
surviving?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're going to become the world's problem.
Yeah.
And that's why I love that you're just tossing some shit on YouTube, because, like, you're doing something, and that's more than we can say about anyone who's dead. So I'm glad you're doing something. Even if it's for you and the 5 or 6 subscribers that are there, that's a party to me.
Cool. Well, is it alright if I get off here? I kind of need to go eat dinner.
Yeah, man, no worries. This was the perfect length, I think.
Okay, cool. Alright, bye, fans, or people, or whatever you call Twitchers. Twitchies.
All you twitchy people.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, go eat some dinner, bud.
Okay, will do. Alright, bye.
See ya.